Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing some more ink swatching. So previously you would have seen my olive green ink swatches, and today I thought that we would do pink. Now I have I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've got 5 pinks here. Most of them are bright pinks, all different shades: hot pink, pale pink. I have one dusty pink, which is Lady Rose from Ferris Wheel Press. And even though they're all different shades, I'm still not sure whether this is going to fit the vibe, but it's the only dusty pink I have. So I think I am just going to include it in here. The other one I have, which I'm not sure if it's pink or red, is J. Herbin Rose Ink, and it's a perfumed ink. But whenever I've swatched it previously, yes, it looks pink, but it also kind of looks a bit red when you put it next to Warrengal's Dracula. So I'm actually thinking that I may put this in the red category. I don't know. We'll see how we go, because this is the only red I have, but it's a very bright red, and then this is a bit pinky. Let me see if I can show you. Not that I can really ask your opinions, because, you know, this is my journal. So Dracula actually has a really pink base, as you can see here, and the rose ink is quite dark. Like, it's pink, but it's a very dark pink. And then when you look at them here, this is Dracula. I'm not sure whether the camera's picking it up, which almost looks pinkish. And the rose ink looks red against the Dracula. So, look, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether to put them in pink, since Dracula does have a really pink undertone, or whether to put them in red. I am kind of thinking that I want to put those two in red, just because they are a more reddish tinge. So that's where we're at right now. This is another way that I've been doing my swatches, just in my Hobonichi planner. I don't have all the swatches in here because I ran out of space, but this is kind of just where I've been testing a few things, and this has also I've been able to go through and kind of see, okay, well, what kind of colors do I want to put in here? Because if I didn't have this, I probably would have gone, oh, I'll put that in pink, and then looking back on it, I would have been like, oh, that's really red. So same with this, I've got quite a few light blues, so I know I can do a light blue, a teal, and a dark blue. And then that was also why I did the olive greens, because it's really helped me to see what I've got. And like I said, I don't have them all in here, but we're getting very close to doing that. And then I can finish up all the ink swatches on these Warrengal potion bottles for you. So as per usual, I'm going to put those away since I've made up my mind now. They're going in a red. So I've got my paintbrush, my tub of water, and I've got my dip pen here as well. If you hear any noises in the background, that is my husband looking after the kids who are outside, and they're probably a little bit feral. So this paintbrush has seen better days, unfortunately. It is a really good paintbrush and I ruined it, but that's fine. I've also got my tea towel here. So let's just go ahead. I haven't really got these in any order. Maybe I should have put them in some order. Let's just do it in whatever order, because they are all such different colors. Actually, let's put them in order that I got them. There we go. So I've got Ferris Wheel Press, a Warrengal, a Robert Oster, another Ferris Wheel Press, and a Van Diemen's. And I believe only one of them is a what's the word I'm looking for? Only one of them is a shimmer, and only one of them is a, just trying to pop this back in. One of them is a shimmer and one of them is a sheening ink, and the other 3 are just a very standard ink. So first of all, we've got Lady Rose, and this is a charger that I got. It was actually in the very first set of inks I ever purchased. Was the standard Ferris wheel press inks, so with the Grape Ice Pop, the Lady Rose, and the Bluegrass Velvet. And I'm just going to check. Yep, I'm just checking I'm doing it as per my other swatch cards, because I would like them to all be cohesive. Just dabby more. And this is such a gorgeous color. I did have this in a medium nibbed Ferris wheel press carousel pen, and it was actually just stunning to write with. Okay, now I'm just going to use my dip pen. It's just a traditional dip pen. It's actually from Kmart, so you don't need to have anything fancy if you were wondering. I think it came in a set, came with the base, and then it came with, I think, 3 or 4 different nibs. I've never changed it because I'm just really happy with this one. And I've had it for maybe a year and I've not had any problems with it, so I'm not sure if they still have them or not. I know that they do have other calligraphy sets now because I have looked at them before. Oh, now you get to see my horrendous drawing abilities. That's always super fun. Let's see if I can do a rose. Probably not, because I've just blobbed it. Oh, there we go. That's it is what it is at this point. It's a blob. Like I said in my other video, I am not an artist. I had an idea on what I was doing and I just can't execute it. I'm just, yeah, it's just not my forte. I'll put that one over there. The next one is Warringall's Pride and Prejudice from their, oh my goodness, World of Literature range. And this is a gold sheening ink and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful hot pink color. I have had some problems with it though. When I put it in my, what pen did I have it in? I had it in a medium nib Ferris wheel press because I was hoping to get the sheening through. And I'm not sure if it's just the dry ink or whether it's just the sample I've got. But it was hard starting to the point where I actually had to go and push the ink up higher in the converter to get it into the nib. And whenever I wrote on my Tomorrow River paper, it smudged so bad. Even like a month later, if I touch a page with this ink on it from months ago, it will smudge no matter what you do. So I don't know whether it's just the sample I have or not, but it's, yeah, it's, oh no, Rebecca. It just smudges. I don't know why. And I've just got ink everywhere. Oh my goodness. Well, that's just me in a nutshell, isn't it? You can see just what a vibrant color that is. It is stunning, but I couldn't write with it. I'll have to put it in a different pen. I've got my favorite pen at the moment, Fine Writing International pens, and even though I have a fine nib on them, they're very lubricated and easy to write with. So I might try it in there and see. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it's just the ink or if it's a bit gluggy. I have no idea. Now, hopefully, as that starts drying, you should be able to start seeing that sheen. But I've got splotches of ink everywhere and it's going to smudge. So just to show that we are not perfect. And I think from memory too, I may have mentioned this in my last video or not, but some inks go so fast out of this nib, and I've noticed it with some of the inks that are a bit more hard starting too, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. Erangel. Pride, and let's try not to spell prejudice wrong today, because I quite often, for some reason, spell it wrong. We put here a book because it's a new classic. Oh my word. What did I say before? I am not an artist. That is for sure. I'll just do like a little. Right. Put the rest of that in there. Yeah, so this ink always stays up on the edges too. Like, it doesn't settle very well. I've got a few inks like that. If you have any information as to why some inks, it's not stained, I'm just not sure if they're like gluggy or something. If you have any information for me, I'd be really appreciative to hear why some inks do that and some don't. All right, on to the third ink. This is taking way longer than expected. I've got a nice splatter now across there. The next one is Robert Oster Australian Opal Pink. And this is just a standard color ink. I have had this one in a pen as well, and it was beautiful. I thought it was actually, oh no, I've just put that Pride and Prejudice ink in there. Well, it was actually a lot darker than I expected, because it is such a light ink, especially when I've been doing swatches like this. I didn't expect it to show up as well as it did, so I was very, very pleasantly surprised by that. So we'll do that and use my, got a bit of water in my dip nib still. Let's get rid of that. Just kind of wipe it on the edge of the towel, because I don't want it all over. I don't want water in there. I've just got ink all over the handle, so let's wipe that off. Right. Robert Oster. Australian Opal Pink. And I mean, how do you draw opal other than just kind of like an oval, like some, does that look like an opal? Kind of looks like a chocolate chip cookie, but you get the idea. Kind of embarrassing putting my art out into the world like that, but you get the gist. And yeah, you can see already how different these colors are. We've got a real dusty color, a real vibrant, and then a real kind of pastel-y. It's like a bright pastel. And then this one again is almost like an orangey tinge. It's even lighter than the opal pink. And this is Ferris Wheel Press's Malibu Blush, and I got this sample from one of my local friends, Mel, who comes to the Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers meetup. And yes, it is tainted with the bloody Pride and Prejudice again. What a pain in the behind. So I'll try not to spread too much around there. We've got some streaks there, but you'll get the idea. And then the tags are just supposed to be a little bit lighter because they're just like the leftover ink. So what I was saying was, thanks Mel. I know that you'll probably watch this at some stage. All right, let's get the water out of that. And I've got some ink on my handle again, so we'll just wipe that off because I don't feel like having super inky hands today. So this is Ferris wheel press. Is that in frame? Yep. Malibu blush. And what else do we do, I suppose, but draw a surfboard in the sand, maybe? Is that like a surfboard in the sand? You get the idea. Okay, if you hear my kids screaming, they're arguing over something outside. So just don't mind them. Go. They're all so different. All right, and the last one is my only pink shimmer, and I cannot wait to put this in a it's the thing you put ink in, a pen. Oh my goodness, Rebecca. I can't wait to put this in a pen. It is the Van Diemen's ink exclusive to Pulp Addiction for when Pulp Addiction did their website redo, and it's called Frosted Rose. They brought out 4 inks, and I don't know if you can see the shimmer through there, but it's such a gorgeous color. And I'm not sure, it kind of throws a little bit purpley sometimes. So we'll see. Oh, it's not purpley here. Maybe it was just purpley on my, I'll have a look at my Hobonichi again in a moment, because it did look purpley on my Hobonichi, but it's definitely pink here. Definitely. I'm not sure if you can see like glitter on the shimmer on my paintbrush as well. It's very shimmery, and same, I'm not sure if that's just the sample I got, if there's a lot of shimmer, but because it was an exclusive limited edition ink and I liked this color so much, I actually went back and bought a full bottle, which I've not opened yet. So I will be sharing that with some of my pen pals when the time comes. But I was quite impressed with their packaging actually. So this was their packaging for the limited edition. So it's the same bottle shape as always for the Van Diemen's. Same bottle shape. So you can see there, and you see all that shimmer on the bottom. Same bottle shape, but I was just really impressed with their packaging because it was very Pulp Addiction. And they still had their little ink splotch Tasmania there. So yeah, I was just very impressed with their packaging for that, exclusively for Pulp Addiction, and I had both websites on the bottom. So yeah, I was very impressed by that actually. So let's clean up my dip pen and we will dip that, because this video is going to be nearly 20 minutes long, which is redonkulous. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. I'm going to give this another extra little shake because all the shimmer, and I don't know if you can see that. See that? All the shimmer has actually settled to the bottom again. So I don't want to shake it vigorously. I hope that you can see that shimmer in the sunshine because this ink is just glorious. And it doesn't stick to the sides like the Wearing Gold's still sticking to the sides. Anyways, that's a mystery to me. That one, I'd love any information if you have it. But I will just write this down so we can finish up this video. This is a Van Diemen's times pulp. Addiction. Sorry if you can hear my kids screaming at each other. My husband is out there, but he's probably just letting them scrap it out. Frosted rose. Will we try the rose again? Because it was such a success last time. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, but that's okay. We will... Is that how you do it? Does that look like a rose? I have no idea. And then I'm just going to write up in the top here, pinks. Pinks. Pinks inks? Pinks. Kind of ruined that already. Anyways. Number 1. Alrighty, I'm going to put that rest of that ink in there. I do just want to pull out my Hobonichi again, because I feel like this looks like a totally different colour on this Wearingeul paper than what it does in here. It is! So, I'm really not sure if you can see that, but on the Hobonichi paper, it looks really purple. This is it here. And then on this paper, it's really pink. How am I going to show that? This is the same ink on the Hobonichi and on the Wearingeul paper. So this is Tomorrow River paper, and this is a thick cardstock. And yeah, it's a totally different colour. I hope that that's picking up on there, because it definitely looks purple here, but it definitely looks pink on my bottles here. So let's just zoom in. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So we've got Lady Rose by Ferris Wheel Press, which is a nice dusty pink. We've got Wearingeul's Pride and Prejudice, and I hope you can see that gold sheen on that bottle. I'm not sure if it's showing up, but I hope so, because it does have a lovely gold sheen. Robert Oster's Australian Opal Pink, which is a really lovely light traditional type of pink. We've got the Ferris Wheel Press Malibu Blush, which is this lovely, really light pastel, but when it's drying in here, you can see it's got a really dark rim around the edge, so that's some really nice shading. And then we've got Van Diemen Cross Pulp Addiction Frosted Rose, and yes, that one, you can see the shimmer on that. Isn't that gorgeous? So thank you so much for staying with me and watching this video. I will get this up very, very shortly, and we'll move on to the next color theme. We'll see you in the next video.